What's up? What's up? Divinity Chicks back again, doing your full moon reading by itself for the collective element signs. So this is for my earth signs, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Welcome to my channel. Welcome as well. But felt it was important to get another reading out here. Definitely wanted to get my water signs out because I didn't get to do them last week. But I wanted to do one just for the overall elements across the 27th through the weekend energy, and just kind of so you can be prepared. There's a lot going on in the sky, you guys, a whole lot going on right here. So just decided to do one overall last reading for us. An extra boost couldn't hurt. Let's see what's going on for you guys, what you can expect directly for this full moon on the 27th. And then we'll go through the 28th, 29th, and 30th with this full moon energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And give it a couple final shuffles for you guys. And then we'll pull another black moon astrology card, definitely for the astrology energy of this full moon. Okay, bottom of the deck is Judgment. See what's going on for my earth signs. First card is King of Wands in reverse. So actions that needed to be taken are not being taken by some of our earth signs. And he always, even in the upright, he always looks sad about certain actions he's going to take in this deck. When I get the King of Fire, I always feel like there's an action that he is not feeling good about having to take, but he knows that as a good king, he must take it. So quite possibly in reverse, you know there's an action that needs to be taken, but it's something that you don't feel really good about, and that's why you're not taking it. But that's the difference. A good king is the King of Fire, the King of Wands. He knows that he has to take this actions for the greater good. So he does it anyway, though he has a sad look on his face. He does it anyway. That lion is there smiling, letting him know, we're going to be all right. I'm going to give you some strength. I'm going to give you some vision, and it's going to be okay. We're going to proceed with this action because the lion is wise. It's the best course of action to take. And so that's why you're king. You have to take it as the King of Wands. But in reverse, you are allowing that sad feeling to keep you from taking that action. So I'm feeling that with some of my earth signs across this full moon, situations will change into taking that action. If you're not going to take it, it's going to be taken anyway so that the situation can be handled. So we'll see how that comes to play, because your Judgment card on the bottom was in reverse as well. And I was going to wait to look at the rest of the reading, but that is my clarity right there why this Judgment card is in reverse, because you have not taken the action that you've needed to take as of yet. Page of Pentacles is out and she's in reverse. I mean, she was not in reverse. She was upright. So with the Page of Pentacles, she's just kind of strumming on her guitar, ukulele, whatever you want to call it. She's strumming on it, and she's at the top of the tree. Her pentacles are down there, and also some type of crystal energy is down there. So her power and her money and her wealth are at the bottom, and she's kind of focused in on her singing so that she can bring those things into her. Okay, so I'm feeling like with this energy, you just kind of waiting. You've been kind of waiting on your wealth and your financial situation to get a lot better. But there's a very gentle and peaceful look to her. So this is you not being stressed out, not being in an uproar as of late, but you just kind of peacefully trying to bring those things into you, trying to draw those things into you. Yeah, I see the buildup and of the things you planted and the things you've been trying to grow while she's in that tree. And then the music, which is just like the rhythm of life. Like you've just been kind of marching to your own drum, maybe spending some alone time and your music a whole lot and your head a whole lot. Just trying to see the best way to bring up those pentacles and bring your wealth into your life, the power behind it, the energy that you need to push it forward. You've just been kind of calmly waiting on that ship to come in. So that's how I look at that card. And then with the Nine of Pentacles being out right next to it, these are the kind or the results after you have asked for, what she's strumming and they're singing about, which is coming from her soul, what she's really desiring. You see what she gets after that song. She has pinnacles built all the way up to the sky. She has strength. She is built around her very comfortable surroundings. So I feel like this is going to be the results of you being so patient through this process because you didn't want to take the action out of integrity, because you didn't want to take the action. It didn't make you feel good to maybe go about seeking these results in a certain way. You wanted to seek them earnestly in full manner. So I do feel like your outcome, Earth sign, for patiently waiting on the situation and being a person of integrity that just could not find it in you to make a move like that because your heart was pure. I feel like that is the change that's going to come to you, that those pentacles are going to begin to be stacked up for you. She's got them all the way up there. And then that just looks like the most peaceful of environment. She has made herself very comfortable. Her surroundings are very comfortable because this is what she wanted. This is what she was trying to bring into her life, but she just couldn't make it happen for the actions not being taken were not, the judgment couldn't be made. So I do believe that at this time, Earth signs, those actions are going to be taken for you. They're going to be taken for you. Six of Swords is out and she's in the upright. So this is that clarity that lets you know which way to move towards. She is just put those swords and just holding them for a second because she sees those birds and those birds are calling her and she knows instantly at that moment that she has to go and follow those birds. So this is about knowing what you have to do when you receive that clarity and just dropping everything and going to do it. And she's just going to, at this point, she's going to pick up those swords and follow those birds because she's received clarity that that's the path to go towards. And that is definitely what leads you to these comfortable surroundings here that you've been trying to bring in for yourself. This type of energy, what makes you just listen and follow, leads you to the path of your happiness. And that reverse. And to me, the Ace of Wands is your go card. This is the card that tells you to go. It's in reverse because you've already received clarity on what to do and the situation is being handled. The situation is kind of playing out exactly as it should right now because of this card. So I feel like verse for that reason. You've gotten the clarity finally in which will follow towards your path to happiness. So you don't need this energy any longer. When you've received this energy, it makes you move. It makes you go. You are now following. So you don't need that fiery energy to light a fire up under you to send you and get you going. You've already found the reason why you have to listen, why you have to follow. You hear it loud and clear to me because of this card. And when I see the results that you've gotten, I know it's because you followed. This is how you get here when you follow. So first you had to put that out there and say this is what you want and what you desire. And you did that. Though you didn't take these actions, you put it out there and you're going to bring it in a different kind of way through these actions. Through asking and deserving, you are able to be led to what makes you in comfortable surroundings, what you've been trying to bring into your life to make you happier. Page of Cups is in reverse. So I just feel like if it's in reverse, all of that was going on for you, money-wise, financial-wise, stability-wise, all of that was your primary concern, your primary focus. Love suffered through that, and you weren't even asking or wishing or hoping or dreaming for any type of love at that moment. So this and the Lovers being in reverse lets me know that there was no love coming in through this whole process, Earth sign, that there was, no emotional fulfillment because you were trying to get the stability accomplished for yourself. So I feel like over this new moon, this full moon, the new beginning for you, once that stabilizes, the situation stabilizes, then I feel like these two cards will come up right for you and the love will, be important to you again. But right now I'm seeing there was no love or no love on your mind at this point because you were just trying to get stable financially, materialistically. You were trying to accomplish something and set yourself up for something to make your surroundings more comfortable. And so that's what's going to happen. And then quite possibly that will change that love feeling for you to actually, okay, now I can focus on being with somebody and dating somebody. But while all that was going on, you were not thinking about dating anybody. Like, okay, I'm not, that's later. Right now, let me get my pentacles right, okay? The Tower is out in reverse. So I'm feeling like that Tower moment has been blocked because it's no longer necessary. The same way, for the same reason, I feel like the King of Fire, the King of Wands is in reverse, is why the Tower. Because this is that moment that comes along and changes the situation for the better. It just knocks down old walls so that the new positive can take place. But I feel like this being the last card out, as I felt with the Six of Swords, you have gotten this in your head to go follow your light already. This is a little girl following the lady with the light because she put a little bit of light in her cup and she's following her with her cup. She doesn't know where this lady's going. She just knows she has to follow her because she's got it. This lady got it. I don't know what it is, the little girl said, but I'm following that lady. I feel like that's what you're doing here as well with the birds. You have decided to go after your own light, Earth sign. You decided to find the path that leads to your happiness. So you didn't have to have the Ace of Wands, which usually just lights a fire up under you and makes you go, go, go. You didn't have to have the Tower moment where your whole world comes crashing down, so that you can react differently. You got the notion inside of you of which way to go, and you proceeded to quite possibly pray or ask for some help on the situation, and it's going to get you the desired outcome you want. It's going to bring about that comfort in your surroundings that you've been trying to bring about, because that's what I feel like it's all about for you. Comfortable surroundings, Earth sign. I'm going to pull you some clarifiers, and then we'll get to your Black Moon astrology card. Let's pull some clarifiers for my Earth sign energy. That's what I'm saying. I feel like you guys have really, really embraced and owned to the power that you have in these situations. Yeah, victory for you. Six of Wands is that guy that just finished handling business. That's why that lion's up there all triumphant with him. He's like, yeah, I handled it, and what? I got vision, I got insight, I got strength and power, and I'm victorious over anything that comes my way. He has been victorious. So you guys are going to get the victory, Earth sign. You're going to get the victory because it's set up for you to be victorious. It's not set up for you to fail. And once again, the Two of Cups is in reverse. So it's not about the love. It's not about the love at all for you guys. I'm seeing definitely not about the love, but about your stability and your finances and making sure that everything is built up stable for you. Because love is not happening right now. It's not going the way you want. For those of you that were attempting to bring in love and you were wondering why it was not happening or not going the way that you wanted, it's because this needs to be done first. It is because that needs to be done first. Queen of Swords. It's about knowing yourself on the inside out. So this is something internally. This is why this is a little girl following her. That inner child in you is usually what holds us back or helps us through life. This inner child, if she is healed, he is healed, knows how to follow the light. But if we are broken children walking around in adult bodies, we can't bring positive energy until we go and heal that little broken child that still was in there. That little inner child needs to be healed. So she represents to me not an actual child, but the inner child of an adult that finally gets the thing that has held them back their whole life, what they thought of themselves as a little child, the insecurities they had as a little child. And that's what causes you to not think you are as great as you are. So you go back to that inner child, and that's who follows the light. That's who goes after their hopes and dreams when others may have told them they can't accomplish it, or some kind of way discouraged you from being who you were when you were younger, took that light out of you. It's about going and finding that light again, because all of us have it, but somewhere along the line we lost it, or we're programmed into thinking that we shouldn't use it, or we don't need it. But that light is what makes you feel alive. It's what makes you you. And everybody should be sharing their individual special light. But sometimes life problems keeps us from going after that inward light that we all have. So Six of Cups, I'm knowing you're just learning to follow that person. And as the Queen of Swords, you are fully reaching, knowing the Queen of Swords will be that little girl all grown up after she followed that lady. That's how I look at it. The Queen of Swords is that inward child growing up, going through all those things, and then finally becoming the Queen of Swords that knows herself fully on the inside out. And now she has a bright light because she knows who she is. So she's not looking for the light at that point. She's already found the light and she has it on her sword to fight with now. To fight with. You've made yourself a strong person at that point, and that's the transformation I feel like is coming to you, Earth signs. The Four of Swords is in reverse. This is about just chilling out and relaxing after you've, looks like she's had a battle, but she's just laying there in the snow and resting. Swords down, just resting, holding herself. Still got one sword in her hand in case something jump off. But she's resting. She's thinking about it. This in reverse to me, like you've laid all that down. You don't even want to, you don't even want to think about it right now. You just kind of letting this process all happen for you, because through it all, I do feel like you were the person with integrity through it. That's what I'm feeling like. If you were the person with integrity through it, then this is all playing out for you to just relax and let the situation be taken care of, because it's about to be played out as it should be, I think, without you taking much action other than realizing who you are and to follow your own light. Last clarifier for my Earth sign. Yeah, the Hierophant. So this is about belief systems and traditions and structural establishments. I want to say churches, schools, stuff like that, traditional establishments, and just changing viewpoints on them sometimes happen when this card comes out. So it may have been a certain way you were raised or taught religiously or traditionally in your family, that you are holding on to those things. But if those were the light that led you, or the path that led you to your greatness, then those are the things we go back to. But it is a lot of that changing of those systems and those beliefs. Well, I always thought it was this, so I have to stick to this. It's about being okay with changing those traditions if it is not fitting into your current situation. As long as it is, not anything hurtful or harmful. If it is something that you need to do, sometimes maybe those old programmed ideas hold us back from doing things because it doesn't feel right, doesn't seem right. But it is the course of action to take, and we just have a pre-programmed belief system in our head that that's not what we should do ever, that it's not okay to do those type of things. That type of stuff happens when I see the Hierophant card out. So being open to change belief systems that and question and go against the grain, I think that's all encompassing in this moon energy as well. Endings to that type of status quo structure, that you have to be a certain way, that you have to dress a certain way. Those type of things kind of fall down, and you see through that type of illusion with this type of energy. It's an ending to a thought pattern of that line of thinking, and why you have to prepare and change things, and why it's okay to just throw caution to the wind and follow that light, because it's about your happiness, Earth sign. It's about your own best interest. Definitely about these comfortable surroundings that you are trying to build for yourself. That's what stood out to me the most about your surroundings. It's going to be a change for the better in those areas for you, Earth sign. All right, Black Moon astrology cards. Pulling it. I feel like it's an important energy time. Let's just see what you get. I had two pop out from a water sign, so whatever comes out definitely goes together and definitely goes with your reading. So let's see how this is going to play into your day for the 27th. Now I'll keep those for the 27th, pretty much through the weekend. Okay, it's giving me 4 for you. Like those. I want to try that again on my Earth signs, 27th through 30th. Earth sign overall astrology energy. Okay, we got that one. So let me a third one. Let's gonna leave those two. I'm thinking we're gonna leave those two. I'm thinking we're gonna keep those two. Okay. Aries, the Ram is out, and Third house messages was the first card that popped out. It's got some hieroglyphs on the wall. All these have such a glare. But third house messages. And then Aries, I am. That Aries Ram is out. Try to take the glare off, you guys. Okay, that's better. Okay, it's just a bunch of hieroglyphs on this third house messages. Let's look that up and get the overall energy of that card. Third house messages 103. Okay, the quote on this one is, "You must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you." That's a Ray Bradbury quote. You must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you. Interesting quote. All right. Third house card and belief. Finding the right words. Discussion. Being of two minds. Vacillation. Hesitation about stepping into situations. Coming to clearer choices. Objectivity. Short trips. Air travel or taking flight. Mastering something new. Neighborhoods. Events or changes. Connecting to the greater mind. Owning what you know to be true. Being chatty or talkative. Closing down emotionally and relying on common sense. Turning cold on someone or someone turning cold on you. Hand-to-eye coordination, games, and figuring out puzzles. Intelligence, inventions, numbers and letters. Needing to do math, early schooling, scripts, codes, siblings, bargains, signing of contracts, sales, and commercial transactions. And it is related to tarot card, the Three of Pentacles, which is growth to me, planting seeds that grow. So your third house message did kind of go with your overall message today about just stepping out into situations, clear choices. I saw that in your reading. Connecting to the greater mind. That is following that lady. That is following that light. I saw that in there as well. Turning cold on someone or someone turning cold on you, I felt was related to that King of Wands being in reverse. Just you're not wanting to turn cold on somebody. So you just didn't do anything on that situation because you didn't want to turn cold on somebody. I felt like that was in there for that one. Hesitating to step into situations. That's why I felt that was. Owning what you know to be true. So the inner child coming out, going after what it's always known to be true, despite maybe a religious pattern or belief system that was a traditional system in our life. Those types of things I saw with this in this message card. So that was your first message. And then Aries, I am. Let's see what that is about on 13. Put my foot to sleep. What's going on here? 13. 61. Let's see what the message of that card is. Quote is, "I guess I'm just a natural warrior," by Camille Pagila. Natural warrior. Card in brief. Acting without thinking, assuming the role of leader, demanding to be the most important one, not wanting to be wrong, being rash, being in a rush, being provoked or tested, facing challenges that stir you into action, bumping your head, having headaches, sports, athletics, team players, being number one in the game, seeing everything as a competition, wanting to prove you're the best, coming out on top, winning, taking chances with good results, being arrogant, losing your temper, combat, weapons, fights, troublesome people, dealing with insults from insensitive people, purchasing fast, big, or loud items, the colors red, orange, and bright blue, thunder and lightning, sudden storms, trips through the mountains, exploring uncharted territories, the vastness of nature, a love of large or strong animals. And the corresponding tarot card was the Ace of Wands, which was out on your reading. So I'm feeling like, too, I pictured that Ace of that King of Wands, which is Aries at its best, but it was in reverse, which is not these Aries qualities. When an Aries is in immaturity, it is acting without thinking. It is assuming the role of leader just to be doing something, is demanding to be the most important person. That type of energy is all in reverse for you. So, and that it's also related to the Ace of Wands, which was also in reverse for you. So that's pretty much going with the before and after of this outcome. This is you pretty much leaving and going towards the light and not handling things with that type of energy, because those were in reverse in your reading. So because you didn't take that route, I feel like that's why you're going to get the comfortable surroundings that you were working on. The seeds that you planted will grow, as this is related to the Three of Pentacles, which is growth. You're about to grow in a different kind of way as a person spiritually, because you have done some inward work that you needed to do. If you have done the work, then you will be growing over this full moon ending. It's an ending to those feelings of I can't, that I'm held back, that I wish this would change, or I wish this would come on. It is coming along to change it for you, Earth sign, because you tried your hardest to move the situation, but you just did not have it in you to be this arrogant type of person and push out that energy that you were just not. It didn't feel like you. So you just left that alone. You reserved judgment. And so the judgment call was made on your behalf, that you handled that as well as you could. And now it's coming about to give you a little assistance, because you have the knowing in you of your path. It's coming along to give you some assistance, I do feel, in making that change for the better in your life and your surroundings. Definitely home related, I'm feeling like, for you Earth signs. It's coming about to make a change for the better in your home environment. Even if the change seems scary at first, do know that the change is for the better, and you are to come out on top at the end of all of this. If you are healing and healthy, you are to come out on top of this situation. Mercury retrograde, messing up my words. You're going to come out on top, Earth sign. If you have internally done some work on yourself spiritually when it comes to wanting to make improvements and being a better person. So for that, you do deserve to get rewarded, and the growth is coming in that area you desire most, your home situation. All right, book a personal reading if you need further assistance, but I hope you enjoyed your full moon reading. Don't be afraid of change. Embrace it, because it's a change for the better, always. Till next time.